I am the hottest woman alive. I do not conform to what people believe hot to be. In life and society has made sure that I believe it to the point that I question, am I even hot? Therefore, one of my goals this year was to be hot, because I would love to be hot. All my life has been evidence upon evidence of me being reinforced or being shown or taught that I cannot be hot. I am not hot. It started shortly on a random school day. My head covered as I walked into the cafeteria. There lay a list stamped against the wall, my name sticking out like a sore thumb right at the bottom. At the top it read, the hottest. At the bottom, not hot. And that said my name more comfortably than I would like to admit. I mean, it stung. It stuck. I didn't realize it then, but it became apparent over time that my entire life has been steered away from being hot as much as possible. This is where I now understand that beauty, even hotness, is political, spiritual, and historical. My story of beauty is one that has controlled my movements, my confidence, and my sense of worth. It begins with one core truth. The beauty of a woman has historically been measured through the lens of a man, which leads me to the belief, or rather an observation, I have recently come to. Confidence built on male attention will never be sustainable confidence. Men's opinion of women are almost always rooted in desire, in what excites them sexually. And because men have ruled and defined beauty standards for centuries, women are conditioned to mold themselves into what men find desirable. In its purest form, a hot woman is unshakably confident. She is aware of her beauty without performing for approval. She does not audition to be liked, she simply is. She has presence, she knows what she wants, success, love, attention, but she does not beg for it. She is fine if you like her, and she is fine if you don't. Her hotness can be soft or commanding, warm or sharp, playful or grounded. It exists regardless of permission. And yet hotness is not neutral. There is a political and sociological dimension to it. Hotness is male index, social currency. It reflects what straight men with social power want to look at, desire, and possess. As such, hotness often becomes shorthand for sexual availability, youth, thinness, whiteness, or proximity to it, legible, non-threatening femininity, effort that appears effortless. It's not a secret, I am far from thin, even further from white or European. I am not always polished or put together, and beyond that, hotness was framed to me as something immoral, something reserved for lustful women or women who look like what men prefer, and that is shaky ground. As a plus-size woman, there is an unspoken pressure to overperform sexiness, to explain your desirability out loud, to justify your existence in a body deemed excessive. This is where I struggle most, because no matter how confident I feel internally, I live in a society that openly moralizes body size. Thinness is framed as discipline, responsibility, and worthiness. Fatness, especially in women, is framed as failure, lack of control, and moral weakness. Even when fat women are considered hot, it is often fetishistic, secretive, or framed as a preference rather than a normal desire. To be hot as a plus-size woman, then, is an act of rebellion. Perhaps the solution is not to chase hotness at all, but to center self-image instead. I am currently reading Psycho-Cybernetics by Dr. Maxwell Maltz. Halfway through, and I am not the same woman I was before I opened it. The central premise is simple but confronting. Your behavior, emotions, and results will never rise above your self-image, and mine is flawed. I have rejected opportunities, love, visibility, because I believed I was not worthy, because I believed I could not be hot. That belief was installed in me early. In many traditional African cultures, female sexual desirability is framed as dangerous, incompatible with virtue. Raised by deeply traditional women, hotness was not merely inaccessible to me, it was morally forbidden. Then I moved to the UK, where hotness is thin adjacent, Eurocentric, and white proximate, none of which I am. All of this hypnotized me into believing I could never be hot, no matter what I did. I even removed myself from dating, convinced I was not the kind of woman who is desired for the right reasons. So here's the truth, I am finally learning. The trick is not to convince myself I am hot. The trick is to act as if I am already hot, because I am. To define my own perimeters of hotness and live within them. This book reminded me of something radical. I am the source. Not men, not social media, not my grandparents, not culture. Me. My belief is no longer tentative. I am not just hot. I am the hottest woman alive. My presence is felt. I do not apologize to be seen. This has always been true. You cannot let your life be defined by a culture that does not even know who it is. And so here's what I've started to do. I act as if I'm hot already, because I am. I define the rules, the way I move, the way I carry myself, the boundaries I set, all of it. Hotness isn't permission, it's presence. It's owning your body, your confidence, your attention without begging. And let me tell you, it feels revolutionary, because when you stop asking society to define your worth, suddenly you see yourself in a completely different light. So yes, I am the hottest woman alive, not for everyone's approval, not because society says so, but because I say so. And if you've ever felt the same way, judged, measured, dismissed, told you don't fit, maybe it's time to start believing it for yourself. Define your hotness, claim your power, own your presence, and never let anyone else decide your worth.